Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Emily, and in today's video we will be creating two projects featuring this adorable tiny bandages die set. You can see it comes with all of these pieces, and you can have them put together with a white piece underneath this one if you like. I decided to go ahead and have the lighter color peeking out underneath my square with a darker color. So I spent some time cutting all of these pieces, and now I'm just gluing them together. This took no time at all, and then I looked at my colors and tried to figure out the best way to put these together. I decided to go ahead and first create a slimline card, and I just looked at how large my pieces was, and then I scored a card base. Here is a top folded note card that we will use for our second card. So I just had those pieces already cut and scored, and then we could start creating the card or the card front. For the sentiment for my projects today, I will be using the new Simply Sentimentals set, and one would say with sympathy, and the other one will say I'm so sorry, or I'm sorry, I think. So I think you can use these cards, save them in your stash for those times where it might be a little bit harder to create a card. These cards are always fantastic to have on hand. Yeah, so you can see I cut the shadow piece out of vellum and the scripty font out of some mirror gold cardstock. I believe this one is from Concord and Ninth. So you can see how this is. If you see something moving to the side, it's my daughter. She is here in the room with me when I create. She often creates something similar, so we are having a blast together. So that is really fun. For my slimline card, you could see me previously. I had cut down size smaller than my card front, and I splattered with some black. And you can see here I'm just taking some dimension between our two bandages. I just love how this turns out. I think it's super cute. And then we have the last one, and I wanted that darkest color to be peeking out. I'm covering a lot of it up, but I let some of it peek out, so you can see that I have two colors for the back bandage as well. To not have too much dimension, I decided to go ahead and use some glue just for the back piece. And then we are going to attach our scripty font on top of our bandages. I use some foam. I just love popping everything up. I think it really helps my project to be a little bit more finished. So you can see there how it looks. For our second project, I took these Boo Boo buddies, I think they are called. It's an embellishment mix that is really fantastic. You can see it here on screen. And I put it into a piece here that I will turn into a shaker card. So Trinity have some tacky tape, so I'm using that one. You can see I had just a fun colored background. I just wanted something to pop against the white card front. Probably could have done red or something like that as well, but I like this green a lot. I don't know if it was the perfect color for this card when I was looking at it afterwards, but I think it was quite unique. I also used some flat hearts. I believe this is also from Trinity, of course. And you can see I splattered them all over my desk. And then I'm just closing off the top here. And by the way, the plastic I'm using is some recycled plastic that I got from some stamps. I also like to use the plastic that comes around our cardstock. I think that is nice to save when you're done with a package. So there we go, and you can see it's like a photo frame nearly, so it's a little bit smaller, which means you could have a character or something on top of it if you like. I didn't for my project today, but you definitely could. So you can see here. I like it. I just put 2 bandages on top of each other for this one. So we will have those, bumping those off with some foam once more. And then we will have I'm sorry. So there we go. I think this turned out nicely. I like the 2 projects. Perfect for having in your stash ready to go if you need them. So thank you so much for stopping by the channel today. I will have links down below for both of my projects that I used to, or the elements that I used for my projects today. And I will see you soon. Bye!